Greetings. This is another chapter in transition. This is Aspirations. It's part of the short section. I normally, through this, I've looked in the past. How do we solve these problems, these genetic problems primarily? How do we solve the moral problems that we've got? It's just, we develop moral systems without very much knowledge. Now we have that knowledge. How can we put that knowledge into them? And I saw how we could survive, get past these problems. But I didn't look that much into the future. Partly I was focused on the past, and partly I look at it as that if I'm right, people are going to be more intelligent in the future, and they're going to have a lot more information to work with, that they could come up with the future. But a friend of mine wasn't satisfied. He wanted me to look at things about human aspiration, because that's really where the future is. You'll find it in literature, in history, in religion. Religion talks about peace, comfort, security, and immortality, one of the major things that people seem to want. You have I think it came from China, the farmer who said he just wanted a peaceful place to farm, which is understandable from that point of view. In the shoes of the fisherman, he asked a man, "What do you want?" He said, "I want my children to grow taller than me." He said, "My son to grow taller than me," which is a pretty basic moral statement. There's so much more than that. There was the World War II gentleman, flew bombers, very dangerous occupation, and he never looked back, because when they wanted to recruit him, he said, "Wherever you can take me that's a long ways from this farm, I want to go." So, as I say, I looked at history and literature and religion, but not just that. I looked at the lore, because there's a lot that is never documented that talks about what humans are. Well, I saw a pretty good vision of, I think, of what humanity's future might be. Because I have worked so hard to understand the past. And not surprisingly, the two came together. But what was surprising, what was absolutely shocking, was what the past and my genetic research and my moral research, what it says about the future in terms of those aspirations we have, in terms of what people's moral instincts say about the future. It was absolutely shocking. I think you'd find it interesting. I put it more in the detail section. I'm not going to go into it here, because it takes a lot of consideration of concepts that most people take very emotionally. It's our future, it's our aspiration. But I think what I found was absolutely remarkable. As I say, the potentials are beyond what we would ever expect. The future is probably going to be brighter than we would dream. But there's more to this than that. Just as the body of this book is more than just knowledge about genetics and morality, it's a way of thinking about it. One thing I found about this these aspirations and what the future might present and offer is, I can see that it could be extremely inspirational, and it might take that kind of an inspiration for humans to be able to live into the future, because we've got some real challenges ahead of us. But I saw things that were not only astounding, but that were very inspiring. So I hope you'll take a look at the details section. It describes how I came to those conclusions. It's for you to judge, but I think you will be surprised at what I found and some of the questions that people have asked that I answered. But even beyond that, it was pretty remarkable. Hope you found this interesting. Thank you very much.